Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use, for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting.
What's happening with the Me People's TV, man? I'm talking about. I'm back at you guys live in the flesh with another segment in the YouTube streets. You dig what I'm talking about? Said, don't make sure you like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And at any time of my video, left or to the right, you feel me? I'm saying you will see a subscribe logo. You can click that at any time and go straight to my subscribe, and you can subscribe then. I'm about to jump off into this here segment. You feel me? Gonna stop and go.
Nolan Wells' friend said that Nolan stayed behind to spend time with a young woman. That young woman said after she spent time with Nolan Wells, he was heading back to the boat to make it to island with his friends. Both of them stories didn't add up because it's too. Now, there's a new sighting of Nolan Wells on a new boat, on another boat, a picture that we haven't seen. Y'all not gonna believe who the owner of this boat is. This gonna blow y'all mind. Let's check it out. We ain't gonna waste no more time. I know y'all want to know. All right, let's go to my boy Willie D's page.
Do we have here more lies and inconsistencies in the Nolan Wells case? Before I go any further, a couple of shout outs. One to Secret Service Sam, where I first saw the story, and two to We Are Human 2, where Sam says he first saw the story. I want to show you a couple of videos, well, actually a video and a couple of photos. And you tell me what you see, fam. Let's start with the video. This video is allegedly of Nolan Wells on an unidentified boat. Now, I said that the boat was unidentified because we can't quite make out exactly what it is, but Secret Service Sam tried to do the best that he could. This is the picture that was taken from the video.
All right, stop there. In fact, the same outfit, shorts that Nolan had on. This boat right here, this picture right here, this video right here that just popped up. Don't y'all find it strange that none of the investigators found any of this, but the people that's on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, now these videos are starting to pop up. At first, we didn't know where he went. The timelines didn't match up. Nobody seen where he went. But now we seeing more videos and more pictures of him starting to pop up. Let's keep watching.
Word on the street is this guy is this guy. This is Katie's father. Now, what's the significance? Well, if our guy, Nolan, is indeed on this boat, if this is the same boat, then Katie got some explaining to do, because Katie, let her tell it, said she briefly spoke to Nolan, and then he took off and started about his business, they're hanging out with his buddies, who I believe actually killed him. Also, if that is indeed Nolan on that boat, then that could change the timeline. Once again, that's him. Now, here's the deal, fam. This guy, once he got wind of...
Now that there's new information discovered, you know what I'm saying, with everybody talking about this situation, you feel me, we got to take heed of this. We're not quite sure about the picture because it could be somewhat AI, but for surely he was over there. You feel me? It probably didn't say that at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? He was on that boat, though. You know what I mean? Now you got to take this into consideration. The young individuals that you was once with, chilling with, getting to it with, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to give you your phone. And who's to say that they never gave you back your phone and all of a sudden you with this girl that, you know what I mean, you probably never met her, or maybe that's somebody related to somebody, you dig what I'm talking about? And they already know you and y'all ain't had the best relationships, or you done sent her a deep flick or whatever, you feel me, you know what I'm saying? You done done certain things, you feel me, you know what I'm saying? Could have did a threesome, whatever it was, you feel me, that, you know what I'm saying, was on that Snapchat. And now you on board with someone else without a phone, as you clearly see.
People talking about him on the internet and pointing him out as perhaps having some type of association to Nolan's death, he vanished.
He got on, y'all. He got on. Once his name got out there, his picture got out there, his boat, allegedly, that was his boat, got out there, now he vanished. Nobody can find him. He don't have no information, which I'm pretty sure they're going to be looking for him next to ask him questions. But he got on. Why did all these people, why they getting on? If they didn't do nothing. If I didn't did nothing, I'm not running. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to stay right here. Y'all come ask me whatever y'all want to ask me. But I'm not fit to disappear. Something is fishy, y'all. What do y'all think? Leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Why y'all think he left?
Poof. He vanished. He just totally disappeared. Went dark. You know, the internet is just the internet. It ain't like when people leave a comment that it's a bullet released from a chamber and it goes inside of your body. It ain't like it's a stab wound or something. It's just people with digital messages. So why are you running? Why are you hiding? What are you afraid of? That's what I need to know. What exactly are you afraid of? Why are they all hiding? Why?
Because they all got them phone calls. I told y'all it was going to be some twist. It was going to be some turns in this case. Yeah, you thinking this. It turned out to be that. It didn't come back to being this and that. So we're going to find out. I told you, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to stay on it. I'm going to stay on it, y'all.
Are they running scared? All of his friends who had their names mentioned then went dark. They deleted their social media accounts. Some of them have scrubbed the internet. You can't find a picture of them anywhere. My thing is, if you're so bold, you're so big and bad, you're so proud of your work, what are you running from? Why are you hiding like a coward? That's what I want to know. Speaking of coward, there's a woman who has something to say to these cowards who move in that manner. She also lost a son under similar circumstances. Yeah. She lost her son, TJ Davis. But this was 5 years ago, and it's just coming to light. It's just starting to get some kind of traction. TJ's buddies, his white friends, came to pick him up from his mother's house. And that was the last time he was seen alive.
I know one thing. This right here is about to make a lot of people pay attention to where their kids is going and who their kids is leaving with. If you haven't paid attention so far, they're gonna be paying attention now. This is, I don't know if this, like I said, I don't know if there's some ritual thing that's going on in this part of town, or if this is part of the. If you want to be macho, you want to get your name up, your game up, just like the gang culture, you got to go put in work. Maybe this one of them rituals. We don't know.
They picked him up from his mama's house. Next thing you know, they say he drowned. Picked him up. Next thing you know, he's dead. Once again, the black guy is dead. The white guys returned home and lived to tell the story.
He drowned. None of his friends tried to help him. None of them tried to save him. If we all go somewhere together and we all in the water and y'all see me flipping and flopping and all that, y'all not going to help me? Y'all supposed to be my friends. Nobody is helping me. All right. What do y'all? That's not hard to figure out what's going on. That's not hard to figure out what's going on. These rivers out there, it shows starting to be a ground for a lot of unaliving when you go out with your friends in this part of town.
Interesting.
Hi, my name's Shira Davis, and my son's name's TJ Davis, and I'll tell you about him in a minute. I want to tell Nolan Wells family my deepest condolence. I'm so sorry about your baby, and I know firsthand. In 2000.
That's the thing about situations like this, you feel me? A lot of people gonna come out and feel some type of way, but we have to understand too, we're living in a different time zone. And the way the world works, you feel me? Once something is on the internet, we don't know how it may take off. You feel me? I'm saying every platform is different. We don't know who gonna cover the story. We don't know how the story might, you know what I'm saying, go out into the world. You dig what I'm talking about? But once it goes out into the world, it is what it is. You feel me? I'm saying, you dig? It's not cool always, but the internet is undefeated, as we see already now. A lot has been coming out because a lot of people are looking into things. A lot of people are looking and being like, man, what happened that day? You know what I'm saying? Damn, I did see somebody black. You know what I'm saying? And what makes it even easier probably for the people to understand is this. It ain't been too many black people probably that was on that island that day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple of few, a light-skinned cat or somebody, but it ain't been too many people that was around fooling with the crowds of the people. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we clearly know that they ain't gonna do their investigation job. They're not gonna do their job. So it's no need to complain. All we can understand is this. Hey man, the internet gonna investigate. The people gonna do it, man. You know what I'm talking about? You see all this new information coming up and we ain't even the ones that's finding it.
2021, August 29th, my son was out with 4 white tee young men. And this is in St. Paul, Minnesota. I get a knock on the door early in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, that my son is gone. My son was a swimmer. He had swimming lessons. He was the strongest and the biggest out of all of them. And none of them have talked. None of them have talked to the police. They don't want to.
Sound familiar to me.
It's going on 5 years. 5. August 29th this year. He would have been 26 years old this year. His father, my son's father, showed me the link yesterday about Nolan Wells. And it was very triggering for both of us because it's like the similar, very similar. But none of my videos about my son went viral. All you creators that I tagged, that I asked, didn't talk about my son. And that hurts. And I'm not taking anything away from Nolan Wells and his family at all. But y'all pick and choose who you want to talk about. And I'm still trying to find answers. Let's talk about Kendrick Johnson Jr.
All right, this is coming from a parent, a mother that's hurt. She felt like when this happened to her child, she didn't get the coverage or the press that Nolan Wells is getting. But you're getting it now. You know, you're getting it now. You're getting your voice heard. You're on platforms. You're on this platform. You're on my platform. And hopefully when other people do reactions, they'll be able to share your story as well. And hopefully they get an investigating team over there to figure out more what happened. Because this is going to lead down a road to cases like yours as well. I'm pretty sure if he got a good defense team, that they're going to take all you guys with the same story in consideration once they found out who did this. And they're going to start looking all the way through all this stuff. See, they didn't open up a can of worms because now this is national news. So let's get back to this.
Miss Jackie and Mr. Kendrick Sr., 13 years. And they still don't have answers. And I don't see y'all blowing that up either. Do better. I will keep making videos. I'm just so burnt out. Grief is taking a lot out of me. And that's what happens when you lose a child. And I just want to say, dear Black parents, don't let your Black child, I don't care if it's female, male, go out with all white tea people. Because you don't know. You don't know if they're going to make it another day. You just don't know. So I'm going to show you pictures of my son and 3 of the white tea men he was with, because the other one, I can't find pictures.
The other one, you can't find pictures. That might be your answer right there. If you can't find no pictures of him, but you can find pictures of the other guys.
Please share TikTok. I do not ask much of y'all. I got like 25,000 followers. And I need you to repost it, share, like y'all been doing with Nolan Wells. Have a good evening.
Well, we gonna share it now. I know the people that support Compton Rick Rock, they gonna share it. They've been doing it also.
I was rich then, but you ain't even know it like Rocco. We don't keep score, we just keep on scoring.